All right, so you want to know if Solana's worth your investment, huh? Well, you've come to the right place.
We're diving deep into some serious analysis on this one, not just like surface level stuff.
This is like getting a peek at Solana's game plan, right?
Exactly. It's like we're looking at their playbook to see if they have what it takes.
And just to give you a taste, we're talking blazing fast transactions here, folks. Thousands per second. This analysis points out that they've even got big players like, who is it, PayPal and Stripe, partnered up.
It's those kind of partnerships that make you go, okay, they're playing for keeps.
Right. This isn't just some tech demo in someone's basement. But hold on, what about this proof of history thing? That sounds a little like time travel or something.
It's actually pretty clever when you get down to it.
So walk me through it.
Imagine every single transaction, like permanently linked to the one before it.
Creating this like unbreakable chain.
Yeah, exactly. It's what makes Solana so ridiculously fast and efficient.
Gotcha. So no more mining mayhem like we see with some other blockchains.
That's the idea. But, speed isn't everything. This deep dive also digs into their team, their transparency, even how they've handled past challenges.
Yeah, like those meme stock meltdowns that clogged up their network a while back. Not their finest hour, right?
Right. But hey, everyone makes mistakes. The real question is, have they learned from them?
And what about the whole SEC situation? They have their eyes on everything crypto right now.
Okay, so speed, scalability, some big names in their corner, but also some potential roadblocks. This is where things get interesting, right?
Absolutely, because at the end of the day, you want to know if Solana's going to make you money or cost you.
Hit the nail on the head. So last time, we dug into Solana's tech, those big partnerships they've snagged, even some of the bumps in the road.
Now it's time to talk numbers, right? See what's what.
Let's get into it. What's this analysis saying about Solana's token valuation?
They gave it a 7 out of 10.
7. Okay, not bad, right?
Not bad at all. Means the current price seems to line up with how useful it is. But there's always a but, isn't there? Especially in the crypto world.
Right, and this analysis points out how volatile the market can be. Remember those crazy swings we saw a little while ago? Solana wasn't exactly chilling on the sidelines.
Yeah, reminded everyone this whole thing's still kind of new, right? Comes with risks.
Exactly, and potential investors should know that Solana, like any crypto, can have some wild price swings.
Buckle up, Buttercup. It's a roller coaster out there. Speaking of holding on tight, what about their market cap? Where do they stand in the grand scheme of things?
They snagged an 8 out of 10 for that.
Ooh, okay. An 8 out of 10 means they're holding their own against some pretty big players.
That's exactly what it means. Shows they've got the market's attention, they're attracting investment, makes them a real contender in the blockchain space.
It's not just about the here and now, though, is it? Everyone wants to know what the future holds.
And that's where it gets a little tricky.
Hit me.
The report gives them a 6 out of 10 for financial projections. It says they could be a little more transparent.
So, passing grade, but needs more work. Like they need to show their work, so to speak.
Yeah, something like that. They acknowledge the optimistic projections you see a lot in crypto, but they think more detailed modeling would give everyone a clearer picture of Solana's long-term financial outlook.
Transparency is key, especially when we're talking about something as potentially groundbreaking as, blockchain.
Absolutely. But here's a question. How do they stack up against the competition? Because no crypto exists in a vacuum.
Right. It's a jungle out there, survival of the fittest and all that.
And that's where it gets really interesting, right?
Always love it when you say that. Give it to me straight. Will Solana survive? Thrive, even.
Well, they got a 7 out of 10 for competitive landscapes.
So they're not just surviving, they're actually competing.
Head-to-head with some of the other high-performance blockchains out there.
But it's not easy, I imagine.
Not always. The analysis highlights how they're doing a good job attracting both everyday users, like you and me, and those big institutional investors.
Bridging the gap between us little guys and the whales.
Yeah, exactly. Powerful combo.
But is it sustainable?
That, my friend, is the million-dollar question.
So we've covered a ton of ground on Solana, right? I mean, we talked speed, we talked competition, but the real question is,
can it deliver?
Can Solana actually live up to the hype, maybe even make you some money along the way? What does this analysis say about its growth potential? Spit it out.
All right. Hold your horses. They gave Solana a 9 out of 10 for potential return.
9 out of 10, that's like unheard of.
Pretty impressive, right? But remember, high risk, high reward. that kind of thing.
Exactly. So what's the risk looking like here? Another 9 out of 10.
Not quite. They gave it a 7 for risk tolerance, which puts it in the moderate category.
So not for the faint of heart, but not a total gamble either.
Finding that balance, right. And the report really emphasizes how Solana's attracting those long-term investors, especially in DeFi and online payments.
Okay, so we're talking those everyday transactions, the stuff that could actually, like, change how we use money?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine instant, low-fee transactions for everything. Shopping online, sending money overseas, all powered by Solana.
Okay, that feature sounds pretty awesome, I have to admit. But let's get back to those potential catalysts we keep mentioning. What could really light a fire under Solana's growth?
One word: regulation. Specifically, those Solana ETFs we talked about.
Right. Imagine they get that SEC approval.
Boom. Suddenly, a whole new wave of investors have access to Solana.
And that's game-changing, right?
Potentially. But it's not the only factor. Remember those hackathons we talked about? All those cool apps being built on Solana?
Oh, yeah, those were impressive. What if one of those takes off?
Another potential catalyst. Imagine some groundbreaking app built on Solana. It explodes in popularity. Suddenly, millions of people are using Solana without even realizing it.
It's like, what, sneaking vegetables into a picky eater's dinner?
Something like that. They're benefiting from Solana's speed, its efficiency, without even knowing it. That kind of organic growth is huge.
So we've got regulatory possibilities, innovative applications, a whole lot of potential. Sounds like Solana's future is a big question mark.
But an exciting one.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, right? The crypto space is always changing. It's about staying informed, staying curious.
So true. And that's all we have time for today on our deep dive into Solana. Hopefully this sparked your curiosity, gave you some things to think about.
Keep researching, folks. And remember, knowledge is power, especially in the crypto world.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Until next time, happy investing.